hopefully it's working. They haven't been on for fuck knows how long. Let's have a look, see if we can do anything with that one. Not too bad, I will say that much. Yes, I know I'm enunciating my words. It makes it easy for me. Oh, coffee. Cold coffee. Come on. That was nice, wasn't it? Come on. Right down the microphone logo. I'm hoping it'll pick me up. I mean, it should do, and I can't see why it shouldn't. But it might be a bit quiet. I don't know. Because if it moves, I could put it over here, I suppose. That might work. Who knows? But the seatbelt's got to come that way, so you know. It will have to do, I'm afraid. Near enough. It's the best I can get it. Because my ass has gotten fat, unfortunately. I figured, being as how the weather's nice, and I haven't done this for a while, last night I was thinking, do you know what? I'm going to Goole tomorrow. I'm more than likely going to be going that way. So why not stick the cameras on? So I dusted them off, got them all charged up. Surprised that they actually still work, because you never know, they might have just completely failed altogether, but they seem to be doing alright so far, ain't you? I've just got to make sure that I've got these the right way around, because obviously they're left and right on the old trailer, so I've just got to find out. As my chin just strikes the microphone. That was cool. Did you like that? Right in the old lugs. That was the other way around, so bear with me. We are just about to get things on the way. Just going to pop these on the back now, and hopefully we'll be all right. Yeah, that one seems to be working all right as well. Fully charged. I mean, like I say, they haven't been used, as you know. When was the last time I actually did a drive along? I mean, come on. You tell you saying that this is going to go on YouTube yet? Oh, hang on. I've just squished a piece of chicken that fell out my sandwich. Right. Oh, hello. There we go. As I normally do, walking in here, like my fat face. I've put a load of weight on because I'm a fat ass trucker, you know what I mean? Right then, if I got this right, that one can look at me, and that one has got to go on that side. So I'll put you down there, and I'll put you on that. Wait, hang on. What's going on here? Hang on, I've got something wrong here. See, it's been that long, so that's got to go on that way, like that. Yeah, okay. I've got to switch around. See, I tell you. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself, me. So if I take that out of there, flip back round, Now you should go on that side like so, but you're the wrong one, so let me just swap you over. Come on, you git. It's trying to get the reason for the all this. All the brackets have been disassembled, and I've had to put them all back together again. But it's been a bloody long time since I've done it, so. Right, I want you. So, what we got? Let's go that way. That's on that way. So, if that goes, it goes on there. That needs to be flipped up. Bear with me. Please hold. Jason's been a complete and utter retard. It's not like he's done this a million times. No. Okay. We're getting there. The batteries will be flat-minded by the time I fucking finish dicking about, but hey ho, we're getting there. Right. That makes a hell of a lot more sense. Yeah, that's better. You'll see what I mean in a sec. Yeah, I think we can get away with that one. Right, now where's the fuck up on this one? So, because I want that like that, so I've got to flip that around as well, because that's the other way around. So I've just got them back to front, that's all. It's been a while. And guess what? Through the magic of editing, you won't know none of this. That wind's a bit powerful, isn't it? And yeah. It's like a sweet spot that these brackets clip onto the brackets on the hinges. So if you get that, you know you're not going to lose them. What it says with this little bit of confidence. Yeah, not bad. Suck around trees real fast on you, mate, aren't you, innit? Yeah, it's got enough. Okay. Yeah, let's just check the other side. Yeah, I'd say we're good to go.
Windy. It's windy.
Fucking hell, it is windy. I have got one of those little microphone muffs somewhere, but it must have fell out and gone somewhere else. Oh dear. Should we declutter? Have ourselves a bit of a declutter. I'll get rid of some of this crap. You can go down there. Don't matter about that. We can remove that because you don't need to have that on there. Not now, because we've got all the posh cameras on. I had, like I say, I had a little. I bet you any money it's on the floor in here somewhere. I'm stepping in the damn thing. No. I don't know. It keeps rubbing against my face. It can't be very pleasant for the old ear holes, can it? That. Don't know. You're gonna have to put up with it. What's that little muff on that goes on there? That alleviates all the background noise. Oh well. So be it, as they say. Right then. Finish my coffee off. Nice. It's going to get old soon, isn't it? See it coming. I'll have to drop it down a bit. Matter of fact, I'll stick it there. Is that better? Do you think that might work? Don't get stick a bit hit me in the chin and my bristles. Just means that the seatbelt's going to catch it. Now you watch. Fucking typical. Oh, come on. Okay then. Up a bit higher. No, that's not going to work. Let's fuck that pen off because I know that's going to end up being rattle, 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 rattle. That'll do. That'll do. Yeah, so our little journey today. Hi everybody, long time no see, and all the rest of it. The little jaunt we got today is from Goole to Immingham Dock. Alright, ignore the bleeping like I do. Alright, take a notice. Pretend you never heard a thing. One here, they see nothing, nothing to do with me. Please wait, I'm waiting. Have a nice day. Right, and away we go. Well, like I said, I don't know what it was that sort of like caught my attention when I was watching or looking at something or checking something or doing something, and it sort of reminded me of the old drive-alongs I was doing, and I thought, you know what? And I looked across and I could see my cameras just on the mantelpiece there, looking sorry for themselves, all covered in dust. And I aligned there with absolutely fucking caked in dust. I thought I'm going to clean them off. So I cleaned them all up, and then once I cleaned them all up, stuck them on charge all through the night. Yeah. I'm going to do a drive along. Of course, when I got up this far, I'm thinking, shit. Voice recorder? I haven't got. Oh, yeah, it's in my bag still. Great. Batteries? Shit. I think, nah, fuck. I got a spare battery, like 3 of them actually, and one was full. And then it was, fuck, what about this? And fuck, what? And you know how it goes, like, you know, because obviously I was thinking to myself, I'm going to forget something. Something's going to be missing. And look as have it, we're doing all right so far. So yeah, enjoy the drive along. Enjoy me fucking wobbling on about absolute bollocks, because that's what I'm good at. And before all the fucking snowflakes out there go off on one, there's going to be a lot of swearing. All right. Fuck, shit, cunt, the lot. They'll be all over the fucking place, right? Do you think I give 2 fucks? No. Do you want to know why? Because it's part of the English language. If you're offended by it, I don't care either. I don't give 2 fucking monkeys about that. Fucking hell, people get offended just by being offended, for fuck's sake. I mean, come on! Come on, society. Let's all fucking... These fucking snowflakey, wanky fucking people that just... Yeah, they just don't need to be here. Just forget about them. Take a notice. So there you are. Anywho, we are now approaching the old M62 for a diddle. We'll get on the old M18 down to the M180, and then we'll tootle on down there for fuck knows how long, and that'll be it. Now, I've got a funny feeling that Mr. Tanker in front there is going to be a lot faster than I am, because this thing is like a fucking milk float. Yes, it's really, really quick. You may have noticed, but that big, long, silvery thing that's a torque wrench, right? Because yesterday, was it yesterday? No, the day before? Yeah. Yesterday we fetched it. The day before, one of the wheels studs had sheared on the front steer. It happened on the passenger side as well, but it also happened on this side a few weeks previous. And when one sheared, I told the gaff, I says, look, it's gone. You need to get all 10 changed. And I'm like, no. When one stud gets sheared, you change the fucking lot. You don't just replace the one that's broken, you replace the lot. Why? Because all the other 9 have gone under a lot more stress than the brand new one, right? So, and also they're weathered and worn, battered, off and on, depending on what they've been doing with the front tyre, whatever. It causes fatigue, right? So if one's gone, you know they're going to fucking daisy chain around the fucking arm. So you just get rid of the fucking lot and you start again from scratch. And that's what we've done. Because the first time round they just replaced one, and I thought that they'd actually replaced all 10, but they didn't. They only replaced the one. So the one got sheared when somebody was out the road. Luckily it was only around the corner anyway, so it was parked up. And then when taking the wheel off to obviously replace all the other studs, another one sheared off. And when you inspected them, you could see that literally a fucking gnat's knacker of flesh was left on it. The rest had just laminated, separated. It was all rusty and fucking yak. I'm thinking, how the fuck does that happen? It ain't like as though it's been snapped off. It's literally just peeled away. It's as if the layers have just separated. Weird. But anyway, fixed now. But that there is so that I can do every so often. I've got to stop it and then do a talk. I've done 3 so far, because you've got to bed them in, right? It takes a minute. And talked it first thing in the morning. Done 52 kilometres. Talked it again. Done just under 90 kilometres. Done it again. So there'll be a 4th one coming when I get up to Immingham dock, and that should be the last one. Should be all done then. So what you're waiting for is when you stick the torque wrench in, it should go clink, clink. It shouldn't go clink. You don't want that. You want it to go clink, clink. Do you want me to play that again for you? Clink, clink, clink. Yeah, it's got to do that, without it going clink. You get the picture. Anyway, onward with our little journey after Immingham docks. You're going to like this one, I think. It'll be boring with the old motorway and shit, but just have a look out there somewhere. There's a bit of a river. See? Have a look at that. Not bad. A few windmills and shit, so you can look at them. Fields, whatever. Enjoy. Got enough of that yet? No? Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. See, so at least you got something else to look at. We'll obviously start to delve into the world of lockdown, COVID, right, and all that nonsense. And it is a real thing. I mean, if you listen to some of the conspiracy theories, it's like What's going on behind the scenes of the COVID injection? I'll tell you what it is. They're injecting nanobots into your system so they can control you. Yeah, as if we've got that fucking far in technology. Really? No. No. Well, I know a few people have had the old injection and they seem to be quite fine and there's nothing wrong with them, so they seem to be alright. They ain't dancing around and fucking squawking like a chicken, so things are looking up for them, you know what I mean? What can you do? Oh, I might as well take that out of my ear. Don't need it. I've put my phone on airplane mode so we don't get interfered with. Right? It's on airplane mode. Airplane mode is good. Nobody rings, nobody can pester you, nuisance you, it's great. And we can just get on with our journey, can't we? Me, you, oh, and you. You as well. Yeah, and you. Oh, and don't forget you over there. The one at the back? Yeah, I'll see you picking it now, stop it. Anyway, the people that I've known who've had it, there's been a range of symptoms with the old COVID. My nephew had it when he felt a bit weird. Not that he felt like breathing problems and like it was. He said the taste and the smell had literally fucking left his body. It was gone. And when you're drinking your tea or your coffee or you're eating a sandwich or whatever, there's nothing. It's like chewing on nothing. It's like a lumping mess in your face, like. Oh. And he says, but that was it. He says nothing else. That was all he had. And he obviously done his isolation, what have you. And then after that, done. He's done his, 10 days or something like that. Now, here's the best part, right? His missus, right, lives in the same fucking house. Obviously, she's done what she's got to do, but she hasn't caught it off him. They share everything together, but she hasn't caught it off him. So either he's got it or he's not transmittable, so that's a good thing, because he's not going to give it to anybody else. Or she's got a natural immunity to it, and that is possible. It ain't like it isn't possible. So then there's a lad out of the office. He doesn't work for us anymore, but he's gone now. He works for somebody else, but I'll keep in touch now and again. And according to him, him and his missus had it. Now he says he was a bit rough, but not too bad. But his missus got hit a lot harder, and she was struggling with it. They're okay now, but she was really struggling with it. Now there's people in our company down at Bridgend who have got it, and again the variety of symptoms is like from fucking dire all the way to like, are you sure I've got it? You know what I mean? And but thankfully, as far as I know, no one's booked the ticket yet, so, or they ain't going to, which would be a lot better. But yeah, I suppose eventually, you know, the world will be Earth COVID-19. That's what it'll be, won't it? And the population will inevitably carry on, and eventually it'll be just like the common cold, flu type of thing, you know what I mean? So again, there'll be people out there that will either have it, have a snotty nose, feel shit for a few days, and that'll be the end of it. And then others will just go, COVID? We don't need no stinking COVID. You know what I mean? So it is it's a very wide range of symptoms that people seem to be getting with it. Thankfully, and I can say this, I haven't had any symptoms, and I have done what I've been asked to do by the government by keeping my distances and putting my masks on, because it's not hard, right? You haven't got to do it when you're on your own. Like I'm here in this cab, there's nobody around me, I'm not going to be in spitting distance of anybody, so go on, Barry Sheen, get for it. Because you fucking must be thinking like you're riding a motorbike, because you certainly weren't driving a car. Good grief. Humber Bridge closed to high-sided vehicles. I wonder why that is. I don't suppose it's got anything to do with the fact that the wind's been a bit aggressive. Anywho, Yeah, so if you can imagine this, right? You walk into a shop, you've put your mask on, and in my mind I'm looking at this. 1, I am now safe. 2, everybody else is safe. Just in case I have, and I don't know, but I'm protecting them, so I'm doing my bit. But the bit that makes me laugh, and I find this fucking amusing, remember what I said before? Whereas when I'm on my own, I don't have to wear the mask, okay? Then you got these individuals who carry these cards, right? Can't wear one of them because I'll fucking die. So you're telling me that for the few minutes that you're going to spend in the shop, that your lungs are going to turn into a fucking blob of jelly and go out your fucking trap on the floor and slither away, and you're no longer going to be able to breathe for a few minutes of wearing your mask in a shop, and you can carry this card that exempts you from wearing a mask. Can't wear one because I can't breathe. If you catch COVID, you probably won't be able to breathe at all. Have you thought of that? So I really do feel that to me is bullshit, right? Bullshit. Unless you are walking around with a fucking oxygen tank, right, then I could probably understand that. But again, them people also put one of those breathing masks on their face. I mean, even that would protect you and protect others. So think about that, will you? When you next time you see somebody walking in the shower car and going, yeah, I've got a funny feeling that's an absolute load of bullshit myself personally, because I cannot see how wearing a mask for a couple of seconds in a shop or a few minutes, depending on what you do. If you go around the Sainsbury's, it might take you about 20 minutes or so, unless you fucking around. But you know what you got to get. You go and get it. You did it. And you're out the door. Mask off. Are you really going to drop dead because you're wearing a mask? Is your lungs really going to just cease to function for that few minutes? Nope. Absolutely not. Fucking ridiculous. But hey, that's just my opinion, and I'm going to stick to it. I'm afraid. That's how I look at it. That's how I see it. Sue me. Or don't. It's great, isn't it? The sunshine's going on. Clouds are starting to come over though now, which is a bit of a shame, because I was hoping it would stay nice and blue, because it was lovely on the way up here. Absolutely. But it's starting to get a bit greyed off, but it'll do. It's not too bad. My wonderful Casio watch collection and all the other ones are starting to increase in numbers. I think it must be just something about the way I am, and I do get a little bit obsessive in certain things, and with the old Casios and other watches as well, but mainly Casios, I don't know what it is, but it's like once you've gone Casio, you don't want to know anything else really. You'll do other things, but it's Casio all the way, because they're quirky as fuck, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some out there that are expensive as well, like, but you'd be amazed on how much money that these things can actually generate if they are a decent watch and they've been looked after, especially the older ones. Yeah, got a few of them. When people are willing to pay it, that's the thing, because you can't get them no more. And if you've got collectors out there, well, then that's it, then they're done. They want it, you got it, they want it, and they'll buy it. And as long as the money's right. I'm the same. I always look out for the obscure, the older ones. Not so much the newer ones, but the older ones. I mean, I have got a couple of recent-ish, I'd say, within the last 5 years, or even maybe 10 years, but I have actually got a Casio digital watch that I managed to get out of a job lot. Wasn't functional, didn't have a strap, but the module was clean. It just needed to be stripped and just give a good old dusting, if you like, cleaning off inside. No damage. Reassembled it, shoved a battery in it, and it fired up. And the best part about it, the LCD works all across the board flawlessly. And it's not one with just digits. It's also got the LCD hands on it as well, which tick around. Brilliant. 1985, and it's literally fucking brand new. And the site where I get the Casio straps from has actually got a strap for it, which I've ordered. I'm just waiting for it to turn up. And as soon as that does turn up, I can bosh that on, and it'll be another one sat in the collection. Oh dear. I will say this much. My Casio collection has reached into triple figures. So yeah, it's getting to be a bit. Yeah, it's one of them. I can't help myself. It's just one of them. Fucking hell, it's getting warm in here. Fuck's sake. Hang on. Noisy. Circulate the air a bit. It is getting warm. I've got that on cold as well. Just turn that off. We've got to move over. But it is a hobby that I've always liked for a long time, and mainly it was a matter of just buying watches and having a collection of certain ones. But then I started this sort of next step, not just buying a watch and saying that's a nice watch and I've got that one, but getting ones that are a little bit in disarray and then repairing them to a point of function. And I found that doing that was much more rewarding than just buying a watch that's functional and just sticking it in my collection. There's no fun in that. If you can find one that's broken and you can take it apart and repair it to the point of function, oh, it's great. Honestly, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Because you've now accomplished something. You had a watch that was dead, right, and now it's not dead, back to life. It's brilliant. My dad gave me his watch that he'd had, that was from the 90s. It was in one of these gift packs from his old place when he used to work at Mitsubishi all those years ago. And he wore it to death. He'd had several straps on it because he'd broken them. Right? You know, that's how much he liked that watch. And it was the crystal was all scuffed up and scratched and what have you. Didn't matter. He wore it because he enjoyed that watch. And then he says it had stopped working, so he got himself a battery. But he put the battery in and it wasn't doing anything, it just wasn't working. And so I said, well, I'll have a look at it. So he posted it to me because he lives 3.5 hours away. So he posted it to me and it came in the post, and then it was in its little envelope. And I thought, oh, here we go then. So stripped it down, took it apart. And the module in the back of this, it's an analog watch. It's got hands on it, second, minute and hour. The module in the back looked so familiar. I'm thinking, I've seen that. Where have I seen that in my collection of not complete watches but part watches? And I'm scratching around because don't forget there is no make of this. It's just a Mitsubishi thing and that's it. There's no name of the watch. And so I'm scratching around all my stuff after sort of leaving it on the desk for a bit, thinking, well, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. And I thought, there's got to be something in my parts box that I can use, because as long as I can find the same module, I can repair it. So the following day, I'm digging through me all my boxes. I got loads, and sure enough, I find this watch with a battery in it, which I'd already tested many months, probably years ago. It'd been sitting in the box, got no back to it, no strap on it, but it's working because obviously I put the battery in it. It's been ticking away ever since. And I picked it up, and sure enough, the module in it was identical, absolutely identical. I'm thinking, holy crap! And of course, that watch told me what make it was, and it was a Loris. And Loris is a sort of like a spur off of Seiko, apparently. I didn't know this. A mate of mine told me. Anyway, I stripped that one down, and what I did, I removed the quartz crystal, and I removed the coil. Put that to one side, and then done exactly the same to my dad's watch, and then I reassembled my dad's watch with the working quartz and coil, reassembled it, put it all back together again, boom, off it went. Tickety-tick, tickety-tick. And I've done that since then, several times I've done that now, because if it's not going to work and there's no pulse to it, because I've got a little gadget you can, as long as the battery's in the watch, you put it on the tester and it will pick up the signal of the quartz and it'll pulse. It just beeps, beep, 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 away it goes. So you know if the hands aren't moving on the watch, if it's one of those type, it's a manual analog one, if the hands aren't working but the quartz is, it'll beep, so it'll pulse and you can hear it. And that way you know that it's not, the watch isn't dead, it's just the gear train has gotten stuck. So then I can put it on the other side of the little gadget I've got, and then externally spin the hands by agitating it, and it'll shake all the gear train, it'll unstick them basically, and spins away, and then you'll find eventually they'll start to work. So yeah, it's fun. I like it. I love it. It's good fun, especially when you have a watch that you spend that's broken partially, no straps, button hanging out, you know, not attached, it's fell out, still with the watch though, it's fell out, and you pay £50 for that, right? You stick a new strap on it, you fix the button, right, by basically sticking another circlip on it, clean it all up, check the module, fix the button press cage that sits over the module so it all works properly. Stick it back in the watch and just earn yourself £100 on top of that. Oh dear. Yeah, absolutely. The Casio CMD40. Brilliant. I remember them when they first came out. I really do. When I found that one in the auction as a spares, even though it was working because the display was on, but clearly there was something wrong with the button press part of it, where it wasn't making contact with the board, and all it needed was a little bit of just a tweak here and tweak there just to make sure it was making proper contact, and that was it then. Sorted, not a problem. So easy peasy. I was nervous though, because of the state that it was in. It was practically new, other than those little issues, but there was no blemishes, buttons weren't worn off, beautiful, literally not a mark on it. It's great. And now I've obviously put a brand new strap on it of that for that particular model. It just looks like it's never been took out of the packaging. It's great. I love it. See what I mean? I'll go off on a tangent when it comes about this. I talk and bore the shit out of people when it comes to talking about TikToks. I just love them. They're great. Some of them aren't, don't end up repaired because they are far too old and they end up getting binned off, or also save some of the parts for them, like, you know, for maybe repairing another watch that may not be as bad. But yeah, I try my best to anyway. So, but you know, it's one of them, isn't it? You just have to do what you can. But yeah, it's like, for instance, in this one job lot, there was a watch called Roxy, and I thought it looks really nice. It's got its tag on it. Not working, obviously. Why is it not working? Battery. Let's go and try the battery. Okay, I put the battery in, it's fine. I had to reposition the modular because it was twisted, and it turns out that whoever's been in the back of it before, one, they didn't put the back on properly, which ended up me damaging the case. But hey, it's superficial, you can't really tell, so it don't matter. But also, they'd attempted to change the battery and had broken off the plastic hook that the metal brace that holds the battery in place, and then snapped it off. So what I did is I bodged it, basically. Yeah, I got a little piece of old cage from an old watch that's no longer useful, and I cut a piece of the metal out in a shape and then fed it and wedged it underneath the cage of that watch, trapping the watch. So with that one, yes, it's a functional watch, it looks awesome, but the only problem is I couldn't sell it because of that reason. When it comes to changing the battery, they would just go, what the fuck? And they probably wouldn't understand, unless they're smart enough. I mean, I can't see why not, really, but I could see what happened. They'd pull that out, or they'd try and force something else and not realise you just got to slide that piece of metal out of the way, and then the battery will come out. But then it's getting it back in again. It's a bit of a pig, but you know, it's one of them things. So, of course, I had to find out what this Roxy make was and how much they cost, and I was absolutely blown away. The model that I've got retailed at 136 quid. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Really? Which animal butchered this watch that bad and wasted 130 fucking... No, 136 quid. I couldn't believe it. Okay. Honestly, I just couldn't believe it. I thought, it's such a shame. One, obviously, that they hadn't bothered to put the back on correctly. Here's a tip. When you're looking at the watch, flip it over that way, right? The back should be upright as well. That way, face the watch, upright. That way, back of the watch, upright. Some watches have what you call a snapback, some have a pressure back. Right? This watch I'm wearing, which is a Timex one, this is a pressure fitting one. You have to use equal pressure and clamp down and it snaps it in place. Snap back with a pressure on it. Some of them are screw backs. Some of them are a cow back when they're screw backs as well, because they're a git to get off. I could do get myself a nice proper bit of tool for that. I've got one, but it's a handheld one. It's bloody awkward. Could do with a proper one. Maybe one day. Yeah. The one watch that I had, which was in a job lot, it looked like it had been left in a vat of greasy oil, and yeah, it was a mess. Cleaned it all up. It was a touchscreen. I never heard of them before, never even seen them before. It was called the Invisible Machine, the Casio VDB 101, I think this one is. It's the Invisible Machine. It might be the 200, I ain't sure, but it's one of them anyway. And it was absolutely minging, it was. Cleaned it all up, put it together. Obviously I had to strip the module, but it wasn't working. There's something wrong with the actual module itself, because the display is pretty much toast. So I had a look to see if I could find another one. I found another one. The module was perfectly fine, but the problem with that one was that only 3/4 of the touchscreen was working. The other part wasn't working. And the part that wasn't working was the important part, because that was the one with the settings point, where you would touch the screen and you could activate the settings to set the watch. So that's that shit out of it. And the problem is that touchscreen part is moulded into the actual case of the watch, so you can't even take it out to give it a service or try to fix it. You just can't do it. Yeah, which is a shame. So, and I found another one online, but I fucking missed it. I was watching telly, I got it on another page on my computer, and I'm like, the next thing I know, I'm like, I haven't heard now like 15 minutes. Oi, hello, eBay, 15 minutes you got left. Didn't hear none of that shit. I heard the end part, clicked on, and the bit had gone, and it went for, because it was on an auction, 62 quid I think it was, or 62 or 67. It was 67 I think it was. Anyway, but the problem is that was a one-off lucky auction. To buy one of those watches, they're over 100 quid. It's like fuck. So I lost out on that one. Never mind. This fucking light's getting very bright. Wow, it's making my eyes sore. I need my sunglasses on, but I think they're broke. I broke them, I think. Can I find the fucking things then? What are they? No? Yeah, look. Broke them. I broke them. Has that lens disappeared? Can I find it? Hey, how long have you been? I don't know. Where's that gone? Oh, hang on. Yeah, found it. Will it stay in there? Oh, you fucker. Stay in there, kid. If I can get it to clip in, I can put it on my face. You gonna go? Are you in? Yeah, that'll do. Near enough. That'll do. Oh, just to take the harshness, because that kind of light's really, for some reason, it affects my eyes for some reason. I can't see shit in this thing now because I've got grease all over it. Whatever, it'll do. Like the blues. I bought these from Utoxeter Services, yeah, a while back. And I couldn't find the other ones. I don't know, I think I broke them as well or something. And this is the only ones that they had. I thought, well, fuck it, gives them. I need something to ease the pain in my eyes, because if I leave it like this, I'm not going to see before long. I got these ones, and then I pulled them in the bag a few weeks, and then fucking things are broke. Typical. See, my bag gets rather full of junk. It does. So much junk in it. And they're supposed to be those so-called tough military style bags, blah blah blah. Yeah, fuck off. They last about 5 minutes. I've got across the top of it, in the two hole where you put all your stuff in, I've had to cable tie them together to hold them in place, because it's just materials has ripped down. It's crap. Absolute rubbish. Absolute rubbish. It's never any good. Yeah. But hey, it's one of them, ain't. If you buy cheap, it's going to be cheap. Unless you're buying watches. I love it, I do. I absolutely love it. Oh dear. The other day, I wasn't driving, I was in the yard. I'd fetched a trailer out of Lichfield. I took it to our yard. The back of the trailer, the bumper part, the bumper, that on the near side had been smacked. It was bent around to the chassis, and so was the bracket that holds the lights in as well. The light cluster itself had been broken slightly, but it wasn't smashed. It was just the corner of it had been cracked off, so that wasn't too bad. But the task I had was to, me and John, we straightened it all out and I welded it all back up again. That was fun. That was something different to do. Yeah. John's on the forklift truck while I wrapped it all around they've got a ratchet strap and just wrapped it between the fork truck and he goes, right out, off you go. And he's like, he's going, and he goes, go on, keep going. Bang! As where the crease had just snapped, and like, perfect, it's nice and straight now. And then I says, do you think we'll be able to pull this bit? Because obviously the bumper itself had swung around into the chassis, but it had also gone away off to the right hand side as well, so that the whole thing was twisted. So I said, well, come on, let's try it anyway, let's see what happens. So I wrapped it around the bracing, and again, go on, and he's going, and off again, and he even pulled the other side light straight as well. So I thought, that'll do. And then we took it down the back of our place, the company which is behind us. We'll call it next door just for argument's sake. And he's got a welder there, so then I used his welder. And I brought my speed shield in because I knew that I was going to be doing it anyway, because I used to be a welder. And then proceeded to patch it all back up again. And brace the brake at the back because it was behind anyway, so it was the other way. Put a bit of angle on it, welded it to the brace, welded it to the bumper, sparked it all up, plonked a bit of crap in the little split, and welded that up as best I can. I couldn't do a fat lot with it, but that's as much as I could do because we didn't have the materials, to be honest with you. We just had to use scrap. And then pulled the light bracket round again after cleaning all the surfaces off, and then welded the edges back on again. It turned out that the original weld on that bracket wasn't even attached to the metal. I don't know what there was welding to, but it was welding to the fucking chassis. No, wasn't even there. Not even close. It is now though. It ain't going anywhere. Yeah. I was quite surprised that my speed shield worked, because the last time I used that was in 2003, so I mean, no, actually, no, that's a lie. What was it? Was it after that, wasn't it? Or was it before that? I'd say it's going to be at least 10 years plus. Easy. I know that I was using it because I'd done a job for my sister at this chemical plant. They got these stainless steel baths, right, for acid dipping. And they wanted them sealing back up again because the welds that was there had separated because the acid just chews away at them, right? And they wanted to have a seal. I said, right. I said, well, before I even fucking get anywhere near that, these are the things I need. One, stainless steel, you need argon, right? You can get away with argon air, but argon will be better. They chose argon air. Two, it's going to have a decent welding machine. You need a good one with some fucking power behind it, not a chinky little thing, which they've done that, they've got a decent one. And I also need some stainless steel wire, and it was a fresh machine. It was set up with the old stainless wire that hired this in specific for the job. So, and then obviously I needed the tanks would have to be drained and left drained for a good few days, so all of it evaporates, because I don't fancy having my face melted off. That wouldn't look pretty. So yeah, they did all that for me, and then once that was done, I went in and I'd re-welded 2 of the acid baths. They were 8 foot by 2.5 foot, I think they were. Yeah, took a good day. That did. Go obviously all 4 corners straight down, because there was also about, how tall would they be? 5 foot tall, so straight down, and then on each corner you've got bracing around it as well, so I had to go around the bracing, I just followed what was already on there and replaced what was eaten away. And like I say, it was a 5-minute job, but it was a fucking lovely job once it was finished. Absolutely brilliant fun that was. I loved it. Oh, it was great. Stainless steel. Reminds me of the gas fire days. Yeah. And of course, if you purchased a Cannon fire between the years what would it be, 1993 to 96. Let me think. No, that ain't right. No, hang on. I started Albion Press in 93 or 94, so it'd be 89 to 93. Say it's something like that. If you purchased a Cannon fire between then, those years, well, and you had issues with them, that's because of my, back then, the fucking brain fucking stain team leader who says, oh, you don't have to use stainless steel wire to weld these up, you can use mild steel wire. And then obviously you've also got the same fucking idiots who run the place going, oh, can you? Oh, that's good. Okay then. Well, you can. Well, it ain't gonna fucking last very long. But there you go. That was some of the stupid shit that we used to do back in the day, all to save a bit of money. The reason why is because stainless wire for welding is far more expensive than mild steel wire is. And of course the gas as well is different. With mild steel you can get away with CO2. With stainless steel, argon air. Right? I mean, don't get me wrong, some companies use argon air on mild steel and whatever, it doesn't matter, but argon air is far better than the CO2 anyway, guaranteed. But yeah. Fucking hell. I just don't get it. But welding was fun back in the day. I used to love welding. It was great. MIG welding especially. Arc welding I wasn't brilliant at, but I was all right. I mean, give me the right material with it, and I'm fucking fine. But yeah, TIG welding, I could never get my head around TIG welding. I suppose if I tried it now, I might sort of get decent after a few hours of it. But MIG welding's my thing. Yeah, love that stuff. It's great. If you can hear that horrible noise, that's this concrete road we're driving on. It's fucking horrible. Noisy as shit. We ain't far away now. Yeah, it's not even the road. It ain't far at all. We'll go through the security, and it'll just go normally. We'll go round to hangar 7. I'll go and book in, and then we'll go off around to hangar 10. Now, fingers crossed, hopefully they'll hand me the paperwork and then I can fuck off. But as soon as we get to hangar 10, it'll be like, tatty boy and see you later. You know what I mean? Because that'll be the end of it then. I think it'll be enough. We're just over an hour, so I think that'll be enough, don't you? And me waffling on about crap. Told you I talk a lot of shit. They lie. Prepared you for it. It's one of them. Dangly. It's a good job the trailer's MT8. Who cares? I don't care. I'm past caring now. Have you noticed that according to obviously the rules of the country at the moment with this lockdown, have you noticed that there's more fucking traffic on the road now than there was when it wasn't lockdown? It's fucking nuts. National lockdown. Stay at home. Work from home. Shop from home. From where I live up in the old Midlands area, where obviously this is northeast, but you see the signs saying stay at home, work at home, blah blah blah, face covering, mask, keep space, blah blah blah, and then it gives you the the rundown of the cases, and then how many casualties, and how many deaths, like. And I'm looking around at all this, I'm thinking, yeah, but everybody's still doing whatever they're doing. That nobody's really giving two shits about it. They're obviously just going to work, working, and going home or whatever. I don't know, but it just seems like, well, where's the lockdown? It's certainly out of the first one, the March one. But to be honest with you, I don't think it really matters as long as you go to work, keep yourself safe, finish work and go home. If you need to go to the shop to buy some food, then you go to the shop and buy some food, as long as you be safe. There's no problem, is there? Obviously, the other side of things where people are complaining about, we can't go to the pub. You really need that alcohol right now? Really? Is it that desperate that you need to have a beer? Buy a few tinnies and take them home. Well, hey, you never know. If all goes to plan and nothing else surprises us, it might be all said and done by summertime. It's possible. You never know. I hope so. I really do. I fucking do. What would be the first thing that any of you lot will do when the lockdown finally, everything goes back to, what's the first thing you're going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to give my mum a big hug. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, baby. Oh, well. It's got to be done. I might be knocking on 50's door, but there's nothing wrong with giving your mother a big hug. Nothing wrong at all. Unless she's not alive anymore, then that could be weird. And if she's not, sorry about that. Getting close. I can see it in the distance. Is it this Buckley? It's one of them. Summit. Let's have a quick look. Brocklesby? Is it? Let's have a look. And it's called Brocklesby. Brocklesby Interchange. This is what we're after. Immingham and Killingham. It's not looking too bad, is it? I got a bit. I was getting a little bit fucking fed up with all the rain we was having. Good grief. Absolutely insane. I've had enough of rain. I was fed up with it. Then again, we could be in the worse state than Texas. I mean, what the fuck? I know that it seems that a lot of people are going on like, whoa, fucking global warming, no. The thing is though, according to it, the old Texans, this is not new. This is not something that has never happened before. It has happened before. So basically, it's like this. It's a part of the continent of the Americas that doesn't normally have that kind of weather when it comes to the cold climate times. It can get a little bit, lower than face scorching, but never normally like that. But it has happened before, which I find hilarious. Don't know why, I just do. I think it's funny when they start going, oh, global warming. All these naysayers, climate change and shit like that, and going, yeah, you gotta save the planet, you gotta do this and gotta do the other. Righto, okay. As if we have got any control over that shit. You're talking out your fucking arse. See, the contradicting statements that people say is the last time. I'm sure people have a look at that fucking statement straight away. The last time the temperature rose this much there was an ice age. And when was that? 3 million years ago. Right. Were we about then? Was industry about then? No. So what caused it then? Meh. Maybe the planet decided to do it. Ah. So in other words then, it's got fuck all to do with us. The planet's going to do what the planet's going to do, and we're just along for the ride. But global warming and climate change is important. Yeah. The environment. We've got to save the environment. Yeah. Okay. Then why is it that every time you see a fucking car driver or even a fucking lorry driver like driving down the road, wanging their fucking cup of coffee out the fucking window, fag packets and fucking shit like that? I seen a news clip. Right, it was on YouTube. It was fucking hilarious. They was interviewing a guy picking litter up who was complaining. I mean, I may not get the whole story correct here, because as soon as I heard him complain about people throwing their masks on the floor, I had to turn it off because I was too busy laughing. I thought, what the fuck are you? That's what it was. It was actually a news thing. I was in the waiting room at Unilever, and it was on the actual news, and there was interviewing this bloke who was picking litter up, and he was complaining. He's saying, oh, you know, people are throwing the masks on the floor, blah. And of course, you know, because coronavirus is in the fucking everybody's fucking mind. I'm thinking, dude, you're picking up litter off the floor and you're complaining about the fucking mask. What about the fucking coffee cup and the fucking packet of crisps and what? Oh man, Jesus Christ! I'm thinking, you know, he's complaining. I wish people wouldn't. I'd just put them in the bin. I'm thinking, fuck me, mate. They can't even put a fucking coffee cup in the bin. What do you expect them to do, huh? The word bin to these people is a fucking foreign fucking word. They don't know. You can see around you all the crap that's been thrown out of vehicles, strewn across the fucking there's embankments and edges and fucking all sorts. And there's no fucking need for it. That's just being lazy, fucking arrogant, shit fucking turds is what that is. There's no need for it. I had some rubbish in my vehicle when I was at Litchfield. When I'd parked my vehicle up, I gathered my rubbish up, and I walked 100 yards, right, to a bin, because I was going in that direction anyway. But I didn't just chuck it in the fucking hedge. No, I walked, found a bin, put the shit in the bin, then went to the shop and walked back. Nothing fucking strange happened. No alien fucking came down and said, what the fuck are you doing with that? You know, life didn't fucking end all of a sudden because I was carrying rubbish to put it in the fucking bin. And that guy was complaining about people throwing their masks on the floor. Don't get me started on Gorilla Glue. I ain't going down that fucker path, because that is just absolutely, without a doubt, the fucking stupidest shit that I have ever heard in my entire life. What the living fuck are these people? And to top it off, not just one. No, there's a second person that's done the same thing again. The first one apparently was going to sue Gorilla Glue because, yeah, didn't put a warning label on not to put it in your hair. I mean, as if the word glue wasn't a clue. I mean, come on now. It's glue. Glue. What do you think glue is, eh? Huh? A fucking hair purifying fucking system. Jesus wept. Suing them because no. If any judge ever decided that that was a fucking prosecutable case and they won, you can kiss society goodbye, because that means that you are now rewarding stupid. And to reward stupid is stupid in itself. Stupid is that stupid does, as they say. But then again, there's another one that's done the same. She looks even worse. Fucking straight along. But here's the thing. Right? Okay. I know this might sound counterintuitive, but if you're going to be stupid enough to put that on your hair and it's going to set into a fucking block, I'm thinking to myself, why on earth would you put that on YouTube so that everybody in the fucking world can see how stupid you are? Well, they're stupid enough to fucking put it in there in the first place, so maybe that's the reason why, but good grief. Have you ever fucking seen so much shit in your life? Why is it people do these fucking daft things? I'm fucking, yeah. I'm lost. Absolutely lost. Just don't get it. Just don't get it at all. Anyway, if ever you have the inkling, right, to stick something in your hair that is not a hair product, pause for a moment and go, is this really a good idea? Is it really a hair product? If the answer is no, then cease immediately and put the fucking thing down. Don't be stupid. Dear. Absolutely. I just can't believe it, I can't. Fucking baffles the piss out of me. What do you think so far? Oh, we've got a boat on. There's a boat over there. Oh, there's a boat over there too. Yeah, that's cool. When the boat's coming, dance for your daddy, sing to you. Remember that one? You should love a fishy and a little dishy. You should love a fishy when a boat comes in. It's all good fun. I think I might be able to take them off for a bit now. My eyes have calmed down. Have you ever noticed whenever you're in a dock area, it never really seems very tidy, does it? It always seems very cluttered and fucking run down. It's not saying much about any kind of dock really. I mean, it's always the same. It's not just this particular area. I mean, you've got the one at Tilbury Dock. That's the same as well. That's not fucking brilliant. But hey ho, it's probably because of the abundance of vehicles bounding around all over the place. But I will say this much: the fucking roads have held up a darn sight better than the ones that are at Hickley Road, I think it's called, the name of the street in Cannock, where Unilever is. That fucking thing has been absolutely battered. It's got more holes in it than the fucking moon surface. It's fucking shit. Can we get on there? Oh, we can. That's nice. Right. I'm just going there, booking. I'm hoping that the guy gives me the paperwork so I ain't got to fucking come back. It is a bit of a pain in the arse and I keep coming back all the time. There's just no need for it. I see they've filled that up now. I can't park there anymore. Save me going in here pissing about. Right, whatever. Let's get rid of this seat belt out the way. Stick myself over here. Wait for Mr. Sweepy to go so I can park up. Whoa! That don't sound too good, did he? That's my fucking window broke. I'm getting. No, we're alright. Can I lock it round and get in there? Let's have a look, shall we? Yeah, near enough. Ain't far off. There's enough room there just to swing it around a bit. That'll do me. It's near enough. It's as near as fuck is to swearing. Right, I want my piece of paper. That one there. Jump out. Oh, eat that. Fuck. Put my mask on. You can get deafened by the wind. Well, looks like I'm coming back because they won't give me the paperwork. Fucking, and you'll see why it's a pain in the arse in a minute. Fuck's sake. Oh well, never mind. Don't worry. Such is life. Oh dear. I'm back. Oh fuck. Oh, hello. I'm back. Oh. Now. You've been fucking good all day. Right, we're going to go round to warehouse 10. He won't give me the fucking paperwork, like I said, because he complained about the fact that we're cancelling the order. We tell us, we don't cancel, it'll be the company's fault, but apparently, because it's a lot of hassle, must be, when you come to scanning it and this, that, and blah, blah, blah. I said, well, my mate he done it, and he said, was that on a Friday? I said, yeah. Well, now they do it before dinner. I says, well, fuck me. So in other words then, because they can't be asked, because it's dinner time, it's perfectly fine to get the paperwork so off he'll go. Well, because it's in dinner time now, it's a bit of a shit fucking thing to do, isn't it, really, when you think about it? So it's okay when it's dinner time, but it's okay when it's not dinner time. What the bollocks. Yeah, this is what we've got to do. Go all the way back. Can't go that way because you can't get under that bridge apparently, as far as I know, so I don't really want to be the one who tries it and gets stuck. Fuck that. Now we have to make our way back most of the way, and then we've got to go across the rail crossing, which is just up there. You never know, there may be a train coming. There's always a possibility. Do you want a train to come? Because I know I don't. I have been caught by the train a couple of times though. So it ain't like it ain't possible. And I get a smiley face. Look at that. Perfect. And now we've got to turn right at this island. Over the crossing, being cautious because you never know. And we're going down here to the right as well. This is the fun bit, right? I'll show you what I mean. This particular bridge here, right, it is fucking shit steep. It's crap. Fucking thing is terrible. And the worst part about it is they've got a road hump right at the very start of the incline, right? It's fucking silly. It is, because you can't go over it very quick. So then you're down to go really slow, which slows you down even more because you obviously climb the fucking hill. On the way up and in is fine if you're empty. On the way out when you're fucking loaded though, bloody hellfire. It's a fucking nightmare. And these fucking humps are big enough as they are anyway. It's like, fuck. Oh dear. You have to wait for the lights to go because you're going through the old light show. There we go. Happy days. On the way out, there's a floor camera that when your wheels drive over it, it triggers the cameras and you take a photograph of the chassis. Make sure there's no intruders of the alien variety. See? Look how slow you've got to go. So I'm now fucking less than fucking 5 miles an hour just to get over that fucking hump. On the way out though, you don't do auto, you do it in manual. Yeah, you don't do it, you got to do it in manual. You can gauge then when the gears change, it's better, and you've got a smoother transition between the gears. Because look how steep this fucking thing is, it's ridiculous. Where am I going? Lane 1, okay, I'm going to pick the phone up. That's the first, when I was here the first time, because obviously there's always a first time, I never even noticed that sign. I just pulled into a fucking what's it, I did. And then the second time I came, I caught the fucking corner of my eye and went, what the fuck's that? And then I realised it was the invitation to whatever lane you've got to go to. And this particular one, you have to pick the phone up, which is lane 1 here. But lane 1 is not on the left, even though it should be, because we read from the fucking left. Lane 1 is here. That's lane 4. Bonkers. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Once I get in here though, and that's it. End of. I can even do some re-talking as well on the old wheel. That should be alright today. Last one should be. Fingers crossed. The bit that fascinates me about the exit part is that they've got one lane, so you can use the truck and trailer. The next lane, they open it up yet? Oh, it does. Looks like they've opened it up, have they? Yeah, they've opened the next lane. That's cool. Because the last time I was here, there was a fucking queue. Because they've only got one lane open for truck and trailer. The next 2 are closed and the other 2 are for units only. I mean... Ugh. Yeah. Fucking daft. Come on people, while I'm fucking old. Okay. Hey, just pick the phone up, dude. Pick the phone up. Pick up the phone. Oh, hang on. You must be having problems. Who knows? Anytime today. Come on, let him in. Oh. This is a problem with this particular job. It's the fucking waiting. Time wasted by waiting. Beautiful. the green light comes on and we can go for the phone. Go for the phone. Hey, but where else there, mate? Cheers. And it's as simple as that. Wait, watch and listen. Okay, and away we go. Good. Which is rather strange considering the other place before they got into this area, this particular job we're doing now. There used to be in Warehouse 11. You didn't have to do all this nonsense. No. Just pull straight round, wait at the thing, wait for the gate to lift up, and you pull into under the canopy, get loaded, and off you go. Now you got this fucking stupid rigmarole. Fucking daft. If they're going on about saving the fucking world and climate change and that sort of nonsense, you know, you've got the... Yeah, okay, well what about all this shit we're wasting? All this fuel having to keep driving around in fucking stupid circles and what have you. Fucking silly. Oh. He's pointing at me, I think. Plonk it in here. I might get loaded, I might not get loaded. I might go off for dinner, I might not go off for dinner. Who knows? But I'm going to go now. So, there you are. I hope you've enjoyed it and all the rest of it. And I will catch you again some other time. So, as always, see you later. Go on then. Off you pop. Pop, poppity poppins. Ding, 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 ding.